I hated my fat waist. So I asked Jay for help. In this video, he covers little known approaches for waist slimming. Enjoy!
For you to shrink your waist, the strategy you've been using so far is an okay start. Like, it's what I taught you before. If it's a yucky topic and you just feel bad every time you think about it, just don't think about it. Make sure your mood is high, you're in a good mind state, and focus on all the other wonderful things of life. And it's a good start to get the ball rolling. But it will only take you so far. Eventually, in life, you'll have to make peace with this topic. You'll have to deal with this topic. If you want to improve your waist, you're going to have to engage your attention and engage your focus onto this topic and make some improvements. It's just most people aren't ready to do that right away. So they need a break from the topic. So you took a break from thinking about your waist in any way, shape, or form. And I get that. I encourage that. If you're serious about changing it, then you have to find a way to think about your waist in a positive way. So like, is that possible? Can you do that? Are you able to think about your waist in some kind of positive way? For example, could you say, I love that I have a waist that separates my top half from my lower half. It's just for your own beliefs, right? Like, I'm glad it exists. Could you start there? And I know it sounds silly and ridiculous, like, oh my God, thinking this is ridiculous and silly. But it's a step. It's a tiny positive step from all the ways you usually think about your waist. And then can you be a little bit more positive? Like, well, when I was a kid, when I was a toddler, my waist was pretty decent. And what I've done once, I can do again. So assuming you can think kind of positively about your waist for a few minutes at a time, we can move on to other things, other tips and tricks, right? So I guess what I'm asking is, like, are you okay with this discussion? Can you handle talking about your waist or are you getting all uptight about it already?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, so another good tip is to surround yourself with visions of the waist that you desire. They exist, they're out there. There's plenty of nice waists out there. And if you're not Googling and Instagramming like nice waist, tight waist, waist training, corset, hot body, hourglass, if you're not searching all these and keeping a stream of them coming at you, you're probably in the wrong direction, right? If you don't have posters or something on the wall of the waist that you want, a vision board or something, then you're gonna have trouble making progress. Because out of sight, out of mind. You know what I mean? You ever notice how, like, you want to take out the garbage and it's in a different room, or the lid on the garbage is closed and you can't really tell it's full? And as long as it's like that, you're fine. Just go about life doing whatever. It's only when the thing's overflowing and there's like spills on the top and like it catches your eye and you're like, this is, or you can smell it, right? You have a sense-based reminder of that this thing needs changed. Oh, then it becomes a priority. Like, let me tackle this. So surrounding yourself with the waist that you want is a huge game changer. And you see it happen in everyday life. You're always employing this trick of keeping things in sight and on mind. It's the same way schedules work. You put something in your schedule, you set up a reminder, an alarm, it pops up, right? So you always want that awesome waist popping up into your life, into your experience. But it only works if you can think positively about it. If you see it and you get all jealous and annoyed, like, I'll never have this, it's so far away, it's not gonna work, right? That's why I said the first tip has to be, you have to be able to think about your waist in a positive way. And so then when you see these, you'll be like, there it is again. I'm so glad I'm surrounded by my ideal waist. I'm so glad I'm seeing my ideal waist again. What a great reminder. And that's great. Like, I want you to avoid looking at that stuff if it's going to make you feel bad. The whole game, the whole transformation game is a positive negative game. The people who transform are overwhelmingly positive. They have belief, they're inspired, they know they're going to do it, they know they're going to get there. If you're ever feeling negative about any of these tips, I want you to avoid them. I want you to stop it. But like I said, if you do that too much, you just end up not making any progress because all you do is avoid the topic, which is good. It's a start, but it's not great. 3, do stuff that feels good to your waist. Does burning your waist feel good with a poker or something? No. Does massaging your waist feel good? Yes. Does forcing your waist into like jeans you can't fit into feel good? No. Does rubbing vitamin E oil on your waist feel good? Yes. So if you look at the balance of your life, you look at the balance of all your moments, how much love are you showing those cells? How much love are you showing the waist cells? It doesn't really matter if the massage shrinks your waist or if the vitamin E oil shrinks your waist. What matters is, are you showing love to your waist? Are you treating it well? Are you sending a subconscious signal or subconscious pattern of support for your waist? Or do you keep doing things that make it feel bad? For example, I had you do some high intensity weighted squats recently. And to be honest, they were tip of the iceberg. Like, you could do way higher intensity with way more weight. But it seemed to me afterwards that you felt amazing, and it felt like your waist felt amazing. Like your waist actually felt good and full of energy and glad to move and glad to lift weight and glad to be strong and happy to be active. Like, it seemed to me like you felt fantastic about the exercise. And then the next day, you were like, oh, I'm so sore, but it's a good kind of sore, but I'm so sore, but it's a good kind of sore. Does this count as the massage and the vitamin E side of the thing? Or does it count as the burn my waist and force it into jeans side, right? And it doesn't matter if the vitamin E oil or the massage or the squats shrink your waist. I mean, that's what we want, but you can't do it for that reason. What matters is, did you do something that felt great to your waist? Because it's all a feeling game. It's a positivity game. It's an emotion game. It's an attitude game. And when you do stuff that feels good, like dance or lift weights, you'll keep it up. You'll do more of it. Your brain gets a dopamine hit, like endorphin hit of feeling good, and you will do more. Like, you're probably looking forward to the next time we do squats. Tell me if I'm wrong, right? Like, it's just your cells being happy that they get to grow and stretch and improve and manufacture more and have metabolism and burn calories. Your cells are just happy that you're doing it. It's not even real pain. So yes, to me, the biggest, best, most amazing, most efficient body transformation exercise for glutes, waist, chest, anything is squats. High intensity weighted breathing squats. You can look it up. It is a full body exercise, and I've never seen it not bring massive results. What is it? Khloe Kardashian's Revenge Body uses them, or something similar. All the trainers use them. You'll see them listed in every waist training exercise scheme. Squats, 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 squats. Everybody squats. Chloe Ting uses them, and it's no joke. But the reason they work is it's never explained. The reason they work is because it engages all trillions of your cells. All trillions of your cells, from the tips of your toes like to the top of your spine. And they all start burning calories. They all start becoming better. They all start growing and strengthening and remolding themselves to your ideal body. People are like, oh, they'll make you blocky, they'll make you chunky, it's weight training, whatever. No, all the girls use them. It all works. All it does is wake up your cells to move towards your ideal body, whatever that is for you. For a sumo wrestler doing squats, it's gonna be a lot different than a supermodel doing squats. They'll both benefit from them, but the squats will be very different results for people. Tip 4 is to find a meal plan, not a meal plan, a food regime, like a food style that works for you. A food style doesn't mean you're locked into it, right? You might have a goth style in fashion, but sometimes you go to a wedding or something, like it's no big deal. A style is like a tendency, something you prefer. So most people's food styles are created by weird subconscious things that they experienced as children. I wish it wasn't like this, but that's how it is. They fiend after candy because they were denied candy as a child. They hate vegetables because they got slapped for eating their vegetables or not eating their vegetables, or they just associate veggies with something bad. You get the point. And this is not a healthy way to develop a food style, and it won't fuel your goals of a thin waist. It doesn't mean you can't have a thin waist while eating dessert. It doesn't mean you can't have a thin waist while having junk food. It doesn't mean you can't have a thin waist while eating 7 times a day or 1 time a day. Like, I'm not saying there's a rule. What I'm saying is if you developed a poor food style from a weird childhood or teen years or something, it won't help you. It will not help you with your waist goals. I'm sorry. But listening to your body, letting go of all of those traumas and all of those weird issues, opening your mind to food, opening your body to consume whatever it feels like, almost as if you were pregnant and had like pregnancy cravings. Like, the child wants what the child wants, and you're supposed to have the same feeling in life every day for yourselves. Like, you should feel like, I need to eat more now, or I need more water, I'm thirsty, I've been working too long. Most people ignore all of these things. Oh, it's a hassle. Oh, I don't want to get water. Oh, I guess I could eat veggies, but it's just, I have so much meat in the fridge, I might as well just go for it. Or, oh, I really want to be on the carnivore diet. I've seen so many people get thin on that and lean on that, but I don't know, isn't that just bad, right? Like, these are weird judgments in your head. You have to listen to your body and your cells. You're an individual, you know what's best for you, but it won't work if you're all messed up and like worried about a million childhood issues. It only works if you're in tune. Maybe you need to do some meditation. Maybe you need to do some research on food and like get clear in your head about what's what and what's right. You need to find what's right for you so clearly that if we sat down and had a conversation, you would be like, yeah, I used to do this, but now I do this for food. And I used to do this, but now I do this. And I found lately that my body's loving this, and I'm open to changing, but my body wants this. And I'd just be like, okay, you know what works for you. Like, damn, right? If you're not that clear, if you can't sit down with someone like me and just set me straight and be like, yo, this is what works for me and my waist, then you don't have it. You're not clear, you're not sure, and you need to do more work in this area. You need to study more, research more, experiment more, try different foods, open your mind, open your heart, open your soul. Like, the earth is an abundant blessing with tons of food, man-made, processed, not natural, raw, organic. None are good, none are bad. But you need to find what works for you. So this is a huge topic and probably a whole other video, spiritually aligned eating or like cellular influenced eating, right? It's eating that's influenced by your cells. They're telling you what's what. So I can't give you a whole tutorial here, but the main guiding principle of this is being in tune with how you feel, your emotions. And it's a bit dicey because like your emotions might tell you to leave a party early, but you don't want to upset the host, so you stay. It seems like this is unrelated to food, but it isn't. Because if you can't listen to your emotions about leaving the party, then you won't be able to listen to your emotions for eating the food. Because you haven't trained yourself to be in tune with your emotions. Or your emotions might tell you to change careers or speak up to your boss or something, or let a client go, but you don't because you need the money or you're scared or something. Again, you're not listening to your emotions, you're listening to fear, and this will translate to food. And you will find like you'll have a lot of trouble improving your body shape and your waist because your body's telling you what to eat, but you ignore it just the same way you ignore other emotions. So it's really important that you get in tune with your feelings and your emotions and you act on them immediately, no delay. If your emotions are telling you to do something and guiding you towards a healthier course of action for you, you owe it to yourself to explore it or try it or give it a chance or consider it. Anything but avoid it and deny it and dismiss it immediately, especially when you're getting a craving to eat something. I'm not saying run out and pig out on ice cream, but maybe, I don't know, maybe you start up the ice cream diet and you become famous for it. I don't know, but you got to be honest with yourself. No one can do this for you. No expert, no doctor, no one. You're responsible for your emotions. I'll also touch on exercise style pretty quick. I already covered squats. To me, they're the best by far for everyone. But the whole thing about my tips is nothing's for everyone. It's individual, right? You want to transform your waist, it's an individual journey and no one can tell you the exact path. Maybe squats aren't for you. So I know women who've transformed their waist just through dance alone. I know women who've transformed their waist through yoga alone or swimming alone. I know women who transform their waist through a whole variety of exercises. A dash of rock climbing here, some bowling there, constitutional walks next. So just like with the food, it's important to find the exercise style that works for you as well. And again, you got to tune into your feelings, you got to experiment. And no one wants to hear this. They want the magic pill, they want me to spit out the answer, but the answer is you are special, you are individual. There is an awesome transformation plan available to you, in store for you, if only you'll explore. One final tip, waist training and corsetry. This is a whole community, this is a whole big thing. People are into this. There's a lot of controversy around it. Is it healthy? Is it not? Kim Kardashian does it. Should I? I'll just point out that your body is a miracle. It's super adaptive. It can evolve and adapt to almost anything. It can be put in super weird conditions and come out shining. But it all depends on your mindset and your beliefs. And if you're listening to your body, for some people, waist training and corsetry will work fine. Their body will rearrange the organs, rearrange the bone structure, your waist will pull in, it'll be fine, no big deal. For other people, it'll cause a lot of health issues. But if you're in tune with your body, you can tell. You can tell. And you can tell if you maybe I just got a bad corset, and you can experiment again. Let me try a better size or whatever. It's up to you. Or you can just write it off. Nope, it didn't work for me, I hate it. However you approach it is up to you. But I'm saying don't write it off. A lot of women have succeeded greatly with this and been fine in their life. And so it's probably worth a look. It's worth your exploration. It's worth a little research. I'm not saying go out and injure yourself, but it's worth exploring. Waist transformation is a huge topic. I've done my best to cover the parts that people don't talk about. I've done my best to give you the secrets and the foundations. All the stuff that you need sort of before you listen to all the YouTube lessons and stuff. I hope it helps, but if you have any more questions, join me in my private, exclusive, underground Facebook group in the link below. And I'm off to go drink some skinny tea.